Hey guys, my name is Tara Griffith and I work at Shawnee Heights High School, which is located in Tecumseh, Kansas, which is very near Topeka, Kansas. Today our goal is to talk about the framework, the 5 R's. We're supposed to judge how we're doing on the first 4 R's, and talk about how we're working on those, whether we're implementing, transitioning, or modeling. Our first goal in ours is the relationship goal, and our main relationship goal is the families. We spent a lot of time this year talking about how to get our families and community out to the school and be proud of the school and also be part of the school. Like, they said that it's very good that we have very good involvement of parents in the elementary level, but we're wondering how to get that to the high school level. We did quite a few in services on this, and so it was amazing to me to think about, but high schools tend to not have very good family involvement. So that's one thing that we're really trying to work on. So I would say that that is one of our goals. The next one is relevance. And relevance is also one of our focuses. We spend a lot of time talking about this, and being in my first year there, we are required to go to training, and one of our trainings is for quantum. As new teachers, we have to do quantum training, which is a really cool training, and they tell you to just take part of what you need, take whatever you need and put it in your toolbox, and then that way you can use it. So they don't require you to use it in your classroom, but there's all really good pieces there, so it's really easy to use and it's really helpful, and I really have enjoyed the training, and I have my second year of the training coming up later in the end of July. So that's our two goals, relationship and relevance. The other two, responsive culture as well as rigor, I would say that we're transitioning on this one. I think we're doing a pretty good job on responsive culture. We have a really good district climate. People that live in our community, they stay in our community, and they have kids that come to our school, and it just keeps turning over. And I've not heard one kid say that they don't like the school, which I find impressive, because another school or two that I've worked at, there has been that discussion. So the kids here love it, and so I think that's really good, and their parents love it, and then they come back to stay, and it's a really good thing. As far as rigor, we are working on this. I know we are, because we're adding a couple of classes this summer, agriculture classes, so we're giving them a pathway that they can go down, which is really cool. We'll start probably collecting some more data that has not been collected in the past. Our principal's leadership would be considered democratic. He's very willing to listen and give everyone a say in the matter. We've had lots of discussions this year with the new stuff that we've implemented about how do we want to implement this, what do we want it to look like, how do we feel about this, let's revisit this after a little while, and he gives everyone a say, which I think is really cool. The last question deals with school improvement, and it asks what 3 standards would we choose to implement if we could. The first standard that I would implement would be the collaboration of school and community. I think it's very important that the school and community work together, hand in hand, to educate the whole student. The second standard that I would think that needs to be implemented is treating students fairly and understanding where they come from, their background. That's standard 3A. The first one was standard 1B. Treating students fairly and understanding their culture and their background. I think it's important to understand where kids come from and understand how they act and why they act, so it's important to treat that student from where they come from. And the last standard that I think is really important is 7B. Trusting teachers with the responsibility to educate the kids where they are. The first piece of that is trusting the teachers. Trust the teachers to educate the student. We don't need micromanagers in our classroom. We just need to trust us that we're going to do the right thing. And hopefully we will always do the right thing. Thanks.